You're very welcome to Sticks and Stones Belfast today. We're standing here today in front of our newly installed dry agers.
Thank you very much, Joe. It's lovely to be here. Sticks and Stones is of course a famous seafood and steakhouse. Here we're looking at beef, and there is nothing that enhances beef more than time. You've gone a step further and you've introduced these dry agers. Can you tell me why this works and what is so good about getting your beef dry aged like this?
So with the dry ager itself, it's a unique scientific process where meat matures in a highly controlled hygienic environment.
Joe, very, very tasty looking sirloins and ribeyes. How old is this hang of beef?
Our meat, it's all locally sourced. It is already coming in 32 days dry aged. But what we do is we put it in for a further 30 more days. What happens then is with every 3 to 4 weeks, there's 7% of the moisture is taken away from the dry agers.
And does that mean that they taste the same?
So not every cut tastes the same. Our sirloin, there's the fatty signature, that when they cut through it, there's different flavours from that compared to the ribeye.
And tell me this, there is a difference between salt aging and dry aging. Why is it that you've gone for the dry agers?
So we see meat as a luxury. It's a labour of love in our eyes. So with salt age, when you'll get a wee bit saltier taste from the beef, but with dry aging itself, it'll slowly mature the beef and I'll give it a different texture.
Is there not a risk that me as a cack-handed amateur, I'm given the hot stone and this priceless piece of meat that I'm going to destroy it because I don't know what I'm doing?
No, definitely not. It comes out on stone for you, it's already cooked, but what you do is you cook it whatever way you wish.
So I'm finishing it to my taste,
To your taste, yes, so it just means you're not overcooking it or undercooking it, it's just the way you like it.
And has it already been seasoned, or you're giving us everything else that we need to
So chefs give you all the tools that you need, and when it comes out to you, you just cook it.
Oh, it sounds delicious. I can't wait to try this myself. Oh my goodness. Talk about drama. That is fabulous looking. This is like something out of Game of Thrones. It's unbelievable to look at. It has a huge presence.
Now yours, what you have here is our 1 kilogram côte de boeuf. So it is a ribeye that's on the bone.
It looks so good, I don't even want to break into it, but break into it I have to. Well, what we have here now is the sliced version of this beautiful côte de boeuf, and I suppose really that's the trick of this, is to get the chefs or yourself to slice enough pieces from the côte de boeuf, and then you can actually dip in and out, as I'm going to do now. I'm going to take this beautiful piece here, I'm going to put it on the stone. You can hear it sizzling away. This stone, by the way, will stay hot for 45 minutes, which is extraordinary really. Beautiful heavy piece of granite, a volcanic rock, which means that it can take that extreme heat. But what's lovely about this is it's not searingly hot, it's not going to destroy the meat, it's actually treating the meat with the respect that it deserves. I'm going to take it off the stone now. Oh my goodness. It's very hard to describe how concentrated that beef flavour is, and yet there's a lightness in it. It's far from overpowering because you can taste everything in there, unlike that salt aging, which does salten it up, and you do like a wee bit of salt in the beef. Here the flavour is much more subtle, and yet it's a very robust presence. You can just sense that. I think it's fabulous. There is nothing like time to improve the flavour of beef, and if anything, these dry agers just work miracles with the meat. You really have to try this.